Hello. Today I'm going to analyze how nationalists in India performed electorally in the year 2024. Let's begin. Hello. Today I'm going to be talking about the elections in India this year and how nationalistic parties like the BJP and others performed. This is about this comes under the topic of my channel that it This is about Indian nationalism with respect to current events. I will look at the different elections that were fought and see which ones BJP lost, which ones they won, and give my thoughts on them. And yeah, let's get started. First, I'll talk about the loss of the BJP in the general election. Well, not actually, it's not a loss. The BJP won, but Modi lost the majority. So I want to explain some reasons why that might have happened. Modi and according to the Wire, Modi and the BJP made strategic errors that alienated large swaths of the electorate over the past several years. Um, Modi started making blunt statements about minorities that turned off many moderate voters looking for an inclusive vision. I think that's possible. That might have happened, and I think that there should be less statements against Muslims or any other community. I think Modi and the BJP should be more inclusive and beyond just rhetoric. Modi's policies and governing style bred resentment among the middle class in Indian cities and suburbs. They remain popular among the business elite and ultra wealthy, but the middle class felt squeezed from the years of high inflation, stagnant wages, and lack of economic opportunity. Unemployment numbers were high, even as the wealth of the Adani Empire and other major corporate houses ballooned. These facts need to be taken care of by the BJP in this third term. They have to increase economic opportunity and keep inflation low, and employment should increase. So, The Wire is a leftist publication, so this is their view of the BJP lost majority. Now, let me talk about Op India, see what they have to say. Op India talks about how the BJP in an interview said their president JP Nadda said that they do not that they only wanted a temple for the Ram temple and were not interested in getting a temple in Mathura or Kashi. He said that the BJP had become self-sufficient and did not need RSS for its functioning. He said that there was respect between two organizations, but he says that we don't need them anymore. The BHP runs itself. And I think that this was a wrong statement to make because the BJP does need the RSS to help it win at the elections. While the RSS is not a political party, it is the leader of the Sangh Parivar, and the BJP should work with it. And this would have upset many of their voters. Also, not standing by its own supporters and workers. For example, in the Nupur Sharma case, um, she was accused of committing blasphemy against Prophet Muhammad. Now, many BHP supporters did not think that she was guilty of that, but the party punished her by suspending her from the party, which angered the BJP voters and made them less enthusiastic to support the BJP. I think that's true. I don't think they should take action against their own workers unless there's clear proof that they have done something wrong. If it's proven in court, or if there's some other visible evidence of them committing an offense, because not supporting your workers can uh, make your own voters less uh, it reduce their desire to vote for you. Now, I also want to talk about elections, other elections. In Arunachal Pradesh, there were state elections in Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Jammu and Kashmir, Haryana, Jharkhand, and Maharashtra. In Arunachal Pradesh, the Bharatiya Janata Party came back to power with the same chief minister, Prema Kandu. And in Sikkim, the Sikkim Kranti Kari Morcha was the ruling party at the time of the election, and after the election, they won again. This is good for the NDA because Sikkim Krantikari Morcha is also an ally of the NDA, ally of the BJP. Andhra Pradesh was won by the Telugu Desam Party, led by Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu. Odisha was won by BJP, and then later in the year, Jammu and Kashmir, which was under President's rule, was won by Jammu and Kashmir National Conference. In Haryana, the BJP won again, and in Jharkhand, the BJP lost and they weren't in power, and Congress and Jharkhand Mukti Morcha won. In Maharashtra, BJP won. They came back to power with Shiv Sena, and Devendra Fadnavis became the chief minister. We can see, therefore, that generally most of the state elections were won by nationalists and BJP's allies or BJP itself. So it was a good year for BJP. They came back to power in this center. They got a third term, which is the first time any prime minister after Nehru has won three consecutive terms. So that's a great achievement by Modi and shows that he's still very popular. But the fact that he lost majority made people think that worry if his government could last for 5 years. But the wins in Haryana and Maharashtra have kind of settled those doubts, and the BJP is more secure now. And yeah, so that is what has happened so far. I think that the BJP should learn from some of the mistakes it made in the general election, which it did, but should also never keep them in mind for the next general election, but also should learn from the successes it had in Haryana, Maharashtra, and Arunachal Pradesh and other states where they won, and employ those same tactics in different state elections. Next year, the Delhi election is happening, and so is the Bihar election. And those are important elections for the BJP, and I hope that they win. And though I doubt that BJP can win Delhi and Bihar also will be tough for him to win. You can never predict what can happen in an election. So yeah, I just and my main hope is that Congress does not win any states, either of these this union territory or the state, but Bihar this next year. Congress must be defeated in almost every as many elections as possible, so that when 2029 comes about, they can't come back to power. They won't be able to win enough seats to win uh, in 2029 with their coalition. If they lose at least the majority of the state elections in the next 5 years, then it's unlikely that they'll be able to win the general election in 2029. So I think that should be the main goal of the BJP to just make the Congress lose. Because even if the regional parties do well in 2029, without the Congress doing well, they won't be able to get a majority and form a government, which they were close to doing this time, but thankfully lost. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Please share your thoughts in the comment section. If you want to see other videos about Indian nationalism with respect to current events, click here. If you want to see my previous video, click here. If you want to see the sources I use for this video, click the link in the description below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.